Live now. We should be good.
All right.
Testing.
Testing, testing the waters, testing my life. Don't
Yeah.
end it.
Apologies for that. My ever reliable Wi-Fi. You know.
Yep.
That's gross. That's disgusting, man. God, man, dude, this fucking game.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Now we're watching. I'm watching Macho playing Bloodborne.
Yeah,
Hey yo.
You're watching me. Watch me
Die.
grind some souls.
Yeah, that'll be better. That'll be better than seeing me struggle.
Except you're gonna see me struggle with these damn bugs, man.
True.
Um,
Yeah. So, Walt, you were. I think Macho was asking you how you felt about after watching the trailer.
I was specifying how I'm not a fan, but I love the franchise. It's a special franchise, I think. In and of itself, it's like very unique and very noteworthy. I'm excited with Kingdom Hearts. It's a thing of not knowing what comes next, and that excites me. Because it can go anywhere, and I'm always excited to finding out how they replicate the worlds or the lore, because I like Final Fantasy as well, and I like anime like style, just like interactions and whatnot. This trailer gave me that vibe. And if we're gonna be in a setting like a modern Japanese setting, it'd be cool if they have like a Kyoto section or Osaka section, maybe they go to an onsen town, like go all out with how like level designs are gonna look. Like just imagine like Sora, Donald, and Goofy go to an onsen and they're chilling in a spa in a hot spring, and they're just vibing. Like I don't know, thinking about all of this, it's really cool. And the story itself, I think it's so crazy. Like there's so much going on, and I really like just piecing it all out. And recently, I think Macho was the one that shared it or liked it. There was a streamer. She was like,
Oh yeah.
Ansem. Just put an X in there, like for Little Spice. And Xemnas, it's just Ansem with an X. And then she went, Roxas. This here Sora with an X for Spice. And it's like,
Her
it's
genuine
cool.
reaction was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so wholesome. It was so genuine, and she was like, "Oh man, I pieced it together." And it's like, yeah, it's cool things like that where the series, it's not just like random bullshit. Let's go. No, it's like everything has a meaning. Like everything is like really thought out, and like I don't know how Nomura's mind works, but it's fascinating to see in action.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. It was a surprise. I did not in a million years expect Kingdom Hearts 4 to just be announced and have a gameplay trailer out of all things. Like it's crazy. And Unreal Engine 5, bro, it's gonna look mwah,
Yeah, no, it's gonna look nice and crispy for sure.
very crispy, man. And let me tell you, man, if it's gonna be around Geo 5, man, I don't know, man. Bring Lark Z, like I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I'm excited to see the voices, see like who's gonna voice who, in both Japanese and in English. What notable actors are gonna be featured in it, or who is like an up and coming actor that's gonna be featured in it. I don't know. I'm excited for everything, and the score. That's like what's gonna be the song of this game.
That's I'm glad you said that, because the music in this trailer was already giving me the feels. Just the slow piano, the dun, 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 and then you see Sora just running down the street where everybody's running the opposite direction. I was like, yeah, my boy, he's going to the rescue. That's my guy.
Sora got that Deku energy from My Hero, where it's like he doesn't care. He will help you no matter what. You can tell him to get out of here, but he'll say no. I need to help because that's what I do.
This was really cool to see, man. Just see him just summon the Keyblade and all that glory just in that trailer, man. It gives me goosebumps, because like it really harks back to like who Sora is, and like no matter what situation he's in, he's just gonna be true to himself. And that just definitely wasn't Spades there.
And I'm glad that he's in modern Japan, not modern US, because if not, he would have gotten sued for meddling in someone's business.
Probably.
He would have gotten yelled like, "Hey, let me see your manager. I'm gonna sue. You know, how dare you protect me from this Heartless? What if I wanted to be attacked by the Heartless? Huh? Where are my rights?"
Well, you saw like all the some of the characters in that trailer were actually taking pictures of what was going on. Like,
yeah, man. How could you not?
There's a big ball of darkness just fuming in the air, and people are just like taking pictures. Like,
hey, man, gotta get views. It's rough in the streets.
I know. It's like, at some point, you just hope you see like that guy from Shang-Chi is like, "Yo, guys, what's up? This is Malcolm here on live. Look what's going on. This bus is right now." Like,
I actually took 7 years of martial arts. It's crazy.
So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to all the craziness this the next years. But yeah, I mean, as far as like the release date, you know, Final Fantasy 16 is like rumored to be the end of this year, maybe early next year. Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2 is, you know, after that. So you would suspect that Kingdom Hearts 4 is still quite a ways away. So, but regardless, I'm really, really excited. And yeah, this is welcome to my TED Talk. So that's that.
You did a good job, man. Good job.
Gracias.
I'm happy for all you nerds, man.
Oh man, says the guy who was like his ears were just going wow, it's just fuming with smoke once he saw Escalnos. No, it's all good. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a good time to be Kingdom Hearts fans and really excited. So
yeah, for sure.
There's gonna be Jay and I whenever we see that P6. Oh man, I'm gonna throw.
Yeah, dude, what is up with that, man? And what's the next update for that? Like April?
Dude,
was it supposed to be this month?
Atlas says something, they do another. I don't know, man. I'm like,
man, you can't. I don't like the tone in which you said
that. No, it was a genuine question because I want to know where P6 is too, man. I'm still waiting for that rollback netcode on Arena Ultimax.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that ain't coming, man.
That ain't coming. If anything, that's the last announcement. But I'm waiting for the other 5 or 6 ones. But we'll get more Jack. What's it called? Jack Frost pins. Hee ho. We'll get more of those. Just shirts saying hee ho. That's the announcement.
There ain't nothing wrong with Jack Frost. All right, you leave him alone, man.
Listen, man. Okay, there's a persona called this. This is not just me being funny because Jack Frost is white, but there's one called Black Frost, which he is really cool, and that would be a sick shirt to have.
That would be actually. Yeah, I actually wore my Persona 25th anniversary shirt the other day, and someone actually recognized it. They're like, "Oh wow, you're a nerd." No, I'm just kidding. They're like, "Well, I need to get that shirt. Where'd you get it from?" It was like, "Yeah, it's the 25th anniversary, blah blah blah." But yeah, Persona made waves, so I'm excited to see what 6 is gonna come.
Hell yeah, man! So. Bring Persona to Switch.
Yeah, that'll be actually pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's gonna do it for Kingdom Hearts 4. When do you suspect that we get more news? Did they say that this is like that we're not gonna see anything else, like another update from this year, or? What do you think?
They actually said the funny thing, don't expect anything at E3 when there's no E3 summer. But if I had to guess, I think the next update we're probably not gonna see this for quite a while. I wouldn't think we'll see anything until at least after Final Fantasy 16.
Summer Game Fest.
Is D23 this year? Or whatever it's called?
That's a good question. But if it were, then that'll probably be the next place where it will be announced or have a form. Because the last time they had a D23, that's when they had a full Kingdom Hearts 3 rollout. So I assume it'd be the exact same thing since Kingdom Hearts is more Disney than it is Square Enix, even though Square Enix is developers. But yeah, Disney has full say on like when that thing actually gets like revealed and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's on Anaheim, September 9th through the 11th.
For this year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, probably then. Maybe something small, but other than
we should get our tickets. Let's go.
Oh, I wish, man. I'll go. Y'all down?
Let's go.
Free T-shirts for $300 tickets for free T-shirts.
I would be asleep for that panel, man. So,
Yo,
so I don't think that would be a good investment for me, man.
Hey, man, it'd be the best $300 you ever spent. I'll tell you that right now.
Saturday?
They would kick me out. They see me sleeping in the front row, they kick me out, man.
Sir, you're snoring. Sir.
Sir, stop crying. No, dude, they sold out for Saturday tickets, and the 3-day tickets that they all sold out. They only have for Friday or Sunday. They don't have anything else.
Oh, wow. I told you that Saturday's the big kicker then. Yeah.
Yeah, and the 3-day tickets.
For nerds, man.
That's for
Hey, man, I'll go, man. I'll go. Just see all the latest on the new movies. Buzz Lightyear. Oh, I'm down.
Which, by the way, you said the Master of Masters. There's someone like hatching a plan or whatever. You know who it is? It's Walt Disney. That's gonna be the Master Keyblade holder.
He built his cloak and his Walt Disney.
This is gonna be Walt Disney.
I would play it if that was the case.
It'll be Walt Disney and Kevin Feige just like next to each other, and George Lucas.
Man, I'll be so hyped. I'm not even gonna.
The council. They'll be called the Council of Masters, and you'll have Walt Disney, George Lucas,
man.
and Kevin Feige.
You know, that kind of works out because this whole we're dealing with fictional universes and unreality, so that kind of works out, man. Because they're the masters of fiction. So
yeah, man. You still have Maleficent and Pete hatching plans, so.
Yeah, whatever they're doing, I have no idea what the hell they're doing, but it has something to do with the black box. I don't know.
Yeah,
I have to do my research.
By the way, y'all into Maleficent?
No.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, are you? Like, do you appreciate her like as a villain? Do you think like she's imposing, and like, do you think like she's legit?
I mean, as far as like if we're talking like the classic like the classic Disney movies, Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty is absolutely my favorite one out of all of them, and that's because of Maleficent. Yeah.
Ooh. Do you think they did her well in the Kingdom Hearts franchise?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Even after just replaying Kingdom Hearts 1, she's like the mastermind behind like all the plans that they have in motion for taking over all the worlds. Like she has like the
true.
She has the most cliche plot of her character, which is like I just want to take over all the worlds and steep them into darkness. But like they do it so well because like it's so Maleficent, and she's such a chess player among all these other villains that are playing checkers. So
gotcha.
Yeah,
I don't know
they
what
do it
y'all
well.
thought.
They do it
y'all
well
thought when I made the question. I don't know where y'all's mind is at.
I was thinking like you just saw like the movie or something. So
I mean, listen, man, that's another can of worms. Yeah.
But no, as a villain, I appreciate her. I think she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just thought the question was weird. That's it. I didn't know. I didn't see the correlation to anything we were talking about.
Hey man,
Okay, she's a villain.
If we're talking about Persona 5, we're talking about Nurse Takemi, then you'll be singing a different tune.
Yeah, man. I mean, obviously.
He's like, yeah, man.
What's the problem?
He's stumbling.
What's
He's
the problem?
stumbling.
I don't see the issue.
Yeah. Listen, man, I don't know what it is, but like, okay, Macho, who is not who do you like fall head over to, like?
Whoa.
What are you talking about? What's going on here?
In Persona 5, who's like the one?
What?
Because for Persona 5, because for Jay, for Soul, it's Nurse Takemi. For me, it's Kawakami. Who's yours in Persona 5?
Nobody.
Don't you? Okay, yeah, I was gonna say don't say Makoto or something because you're gonna be some mainstream motherfucker.
Because I was like Futaba, absolutely Futaba.
Get the hell out of here, man.
No, it's 100% Sojiro because he owns a coffee shop and I get free curry and coffee all the day.
Man has a job.
Let's move on, man. This is getting us nowhere, man.
God damn it, man, Rob.
So I guess like really, God, in terms of like topics, like the only other like big thing that happened was Ghost of Tsushima has a screenwriter now.
No, I think the other one is Pedro Pascal saying that he barely looked at Last of Us.
Do you guys think that's a big deal?
What? after everybody's been giving shit about Halo and about the creators like not really paying attention to the games.
I mean, is it's not like he said, "Oh, he's never played The Last of Us," or he never looked at it at all. Like,
No, he
played,
watched like his nephew play or something like that.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. Like, obviously, do I have a preference if he like knows the material like the back of his hand, like Henry Cavill? Sure, but like it's Pedro Pascal, man. Like I trust that man with my unborn kids, you know. So like, so,
You only say that because of the Mandalorian, and his literally had to take care of an unborn kid or a born kid rather.
I didn't mean it in that because of Mandalorian, but you know what? Yeah, that proves my point further. It fits. Hey, if the glove fits, yeah, or the shoe fits. God damn it, God damn it. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I understand that people have a problem with it, but I don't know. It's not something like I saw people were like, oh, throw it away in the trash. Then you know now it's gonna be garbage, you know. And I'm like,
I did see that too.
I don't know, man. Like I still trust I trust Neil and Craig Mason to do this justice. So you know I'm not sweating over this.
Yeah. No, I thought it was an interesting point though, just because of the fact that the whole Halo series kind of have the same stigma, and Master Chief just taking off his helmet everywhere he goes. But I don't know. We'll see. I think it's interesting that he wants to take that kind of direction with Joel, and kind of know as not as little as possible, but really be directed by Neil and by Craig as far as where this character should go, not really be influenced by the video game. But I don't know. It's interesting. I'm kind of half and half on it. I would feel a lot better if he actually like watched more of the games, Joel, and just kind of see where he wants to take his own version of that. But at the same time, I can also see like not wanting to be influenced by that Joel, because
Exactly.
it's a really good version. It's the one we all stick to. So, and I think it's made it pretty abundantly clear that the show is going to take some directions that are at its own liberties. So,
Yeah.
Liberty. No, listen. The other topic was, just in case, like, so you know, we're talking about the 10-year anniversary for
Korra,
Korra.
Legend of Korra. Yeah.
Oh, is that all you is that all you wanted to say about
That's
Last of Us? We moved on from that.
He jumped ship real quick. He's like, I don't have my own gimmicks.
Look, listen, man. We can't. What am I gonna bring up? I'm gonna bring up Mark Wahlberg. He didn't do Sully. He did a good Sully for the movie. He did the Sully for a movie. He didn't do this Sully.
All right, that's a good point.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He did a Sully. He didn't do the Sully. He did he did, you know, a version of Sully, which I think Pedro Pascal, same like Mark Wahlberg. I trust him as an actor. He's amazing in anything that he's in.
Yeah, that's true. Even that Wonder Woman movie, that was really bad. But,
dude, in Wonder Woman, and Mandalorian, and in Game of Thrones, for God's sake, come on.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's a great actor. Yeah, man, I can't wait to see him as our very, very, and I mean very traumatized favorite man, Joel, and see how he and what's her name,
both from Game of Thrones, actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, they're both from Game of Thrones. Yeah. Which, to that point, I forgot about Bella Ramsey.
Yeah.
Phenomenal actor. So, I think we're in good hands. I think it's all about. It'll come down to the script, the direction, and just general feel, because that's something very important in Last of Us. In Last of Us, you have this struggle of hope versus despair constantly, and I think that's what they need to nail really good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We'll see.
We'll see, man.
We'll see.
Bless you.
God,
But yeah, Legend of Korra 10-year anniversary.
yeah, man, made me sneeze. Goddamn.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday.
So, I don't know how you guys want to direct this conversation. Like, where you
Well,
guys want to.
just like what are your favorite moments from Legend of Korra? Because I know we're all kind of fans. We talked about it briefly.
Yeah.
I think we're talking about like PlayStation Battle Royale. For some reason we talked about Avatar.
We had a little excitement for Legend of Korra there.
No, we were talking about the Nickelodeon All-Star
right.
characters that we wanted to be in there.
Right.
So-
Okay.
so-
yeah.
Korra.
I guess my biggest thoughts are I hate season 2.
Right. Arguably the worst season.
I
Except
don't like,
for that ending part with Vatu and the first Avatar, but keep going.
Yeah, that stuff was cool.
Yeah.
I don't like the Korra and Mako, right? That's his name. That
Mako,
relationship.
yeah.
Yeah, don't like that. I don't really like Bolin. So don't really like Mako either.
Wait, are you really even a fan? What's going on?
The villains through all four books are awesome. Season 3 and 4 are greatness. I love the plot line with Korra's PTSD and how that carries over from season 3 to season 4. And the fact that it's not something that is like so easy to get over, that it took like goddamn near like 9 episodes of that season for her to get through. I think that was a really cool direction to go through, or cool direction for that character to go in.
Yeah, 100%.
I think Korra, without a doubt. Now we don't know like the entire like what, like, I don't know, like after Kyoshi, like what she has like gone throughout her entire life, or a lot of the past avatars. But I think Korra definitely had like, just like look at what she had to go through. I think she had like the hardest life out of like.
We do have the books though for Kyoshi.
Yeah, actually, I want to read those. Actually,
Yeah, we have there's a duology of books for Kyoshi, and I haven't read them, but I have a friend that he's in the like halfway through the second one, and apparently Kyoshi, that era was like the most brutal, like she was the most like stubborn and like ruled with an iron fist kind of avatar.
yeah,
So like just in terms of like okay, like looking at Aang, like he had
Right,
Azula, which she's fucking awesome. I love
she's
her.
amazing.
Yeah.
And the Fire Lord, obviously, and then
Yeah, and Zuko
and
to an
Zuko.
extent.
And then who else in terms of villain, like
General-
General Zhao or whatever,
General Zhao,
General Zhao.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
So I don't know, like comparing them to, you had fucking Amon, who was a problem, right?
Yeah,
he was a
had-
problem.
he was no,
He was sick, dude.
to
Yeah,
be real,
he was
like
cool.
I go back and forth with a friend of mine about Amon and how he basically says that Amon stopped being intimidating when he revealed who he is, because
Yeah.
Amon used to be an idea, and this idea of everyone's behind it, and there's no clear like target for you to. And this is when Korra struggled the most, because that's when she like realized, oh, I ain't shit. Like I don't know what I'm doing. I need to like find myself.
Like I remember, God, I think it was like one of the earlier episodes in that season where she goes out to meet Amon in the Avatar Island or whatever.
Right.
And she gets like ambushed. It's like this really cool sequence where like it's all dark in this tunnel, and then I think someone like flicks on like a lighter or something like that, and it's like revealed that she's like surrounded by like all of Amon's people, and he's there as well, and they basically like jump her ass or whatever. She gets like knocked out or something like that, and then Tenzin comes in later, and then she's like crying like into his shoulder, and she's like saying that she like how scared she was, right? And
Yeah,
I love those moments, because like it makes her feel like she was like without a doubt like the most like most vulnerable, I feel like. And yeah, I don't know, I like those moments where like we actually get to see like she's like terrified, and that she doesn't have all the answers, and she's not the strongest, and things like that.
Yeah, and to that point, like I do think a lot of the reasons why Korra has such a mixed reception at times is due to how the seasons were employed, but I think that's very much just down to production and how Nickelodeon handled things. And
Yeah, fuck
it was
Nickelodeon.
it was production hell for that show.
yeah, and how basically each season they treated each season like their last, because they didn't really know if they were going to renew or not. To the point where season 4 didn't release on Nickelodeon. I think it was online.
Yep.
Yep.
They put it online. I remember having to go to fucking
Same
Nick
here.
Online or
All
whatever,
those-
Nick.com.
All those stupid
Watch it.
ads. Yep.
Yeah, but and they didn't really want to feature the last. They had intention of showing some affection in the last episode, but they didn't because Nickelodeon. Which, it's weird, right? Because you look at Avatar: The Last Airbender, and you see Katara and Aang. They're freaking like elementary, middle school,
Yeah,
and they share a
gay,
kiss.
it's the gayest show I know, man. And
Yeah.
now all of a sudden they have a problem with Korra and Asami kissing. Come on, man.
and it's kind of crazy how I really like Korra and that character, because it's a very, people were expecting, even the audience was like, no, like, you're the Avatar, like, get your shit together. It's like, no.
To
Yeah,
that point,
I love that point about her too.
It's so weird because like I like the reactions that I see to Korra, like and by reactions I mean like YouTube reactions. Like it's, I don't want to say it's like a double standard, but it's so weird to see like when she's going through like some of the worst shit, man, especially during like the Zahir stuff.
Oh yeah.
And people are just like so like unsympathetic towards like what she's going through, and they're like I especially remember like during the first time she fights Kuvira, right? And she's getting like her ass handed to her.
Yeah,
and,
on
like,
the battlefield with their army behind her. Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And like
absolutely
the reactions that I was watching to that, it's just like, oh, like come on, Korra, like I can't believe she's getting her ass beat again, right? Like it was like people having that reaction to it, and I'm like there's just like no sympathy towards her character. Like they always expect her to like, I don't know, like just like bulldoze her way through everything, and like as if like PTSD like isn't a real issue that she's going through. Like I don't know, it was just weird how people like treated her specifically.
Yeah, it rubbed me the wrong way for the longest time, where people just completely talk trash on Korra and didn't really take into account like everything she's been through. That was definitely more mentally taxing than anything, because right from the get-go, when we introduced her character, she's super confident and like she's so sure of herself, and then throughout the series we just break down her character season by season, and it's all done because of the villains that she encounters, not because of the people she meets, right? Not because of Mako or Bolin or Tenzin that are teaching her how to be a great avatar, but it's really because her characters are taking her weakness and shoving it in her face. And that's what makes them so interesting villains though as well, because that's season 3 is like peak Avatar for me. So here and the Red Lotus and those fights, all the choreography that's going on,
and the ideas being thrown around.
Oh man, it's so good. Like that, the whole Zahir and Tenzin fight.
Oh,
That for me is like Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. Like that's like, I got those kind of chills watching those two fight. Like the old master, and then the rising kind of student that turned bad, kind of, so to speak. That I got so many Star Wars vibes from that fight. But just the whole season 3 in general, and kind of like what it did for Korra, and just what season 4 really like elevated for her character, to me, it was just like that makes her like one of my favorite characters in fiction, man. I love Korra.
Absolutely, man. And she carries a lot of the show, because to Soul's point, I don't think the supporting cast is as strong as in Last Airbender, but I don't think but I think it's because they have so many. Because in Last Airbender, you had your group. You had Sokka, Katara, Toph, and Zuko. That's it. And Aang. That's it. But that's the circle.
Very strong, very strong core.
Very strong circle. But with Korra, Mako was in and out. Bolin was doing his thing. He was acting. He was doing his dreams. He was being a bodyguard. Mako was also being a bodyguard. Like everyone, Bolin trying to be with Opal and trying to be in Kuvira's army, and him struggling with his own ideals. I think it had a stronger, like, separate arcs, because it had multiple arcs. Contrary to Last Airbender, Last Airbender had one story, 2 stories, Aang's and Zuko's, and that was it.
Yeah,
there was only 2 stories to follow. But with Korra, every season you also they were rushing characters. I think season 2 also it struggles in the sense that it not only does it have the weakest villain in terms of design, I think it has the uphill battle of establishing origins. Avatar Wong, how did bending come to be? How did the Avatar cycle start? And a lot of people are not down with that. People just wanted to leave it vague. Okay, those just Avatar have been around for hundreds of years, thousands of years, whatever.
Yeah, I was kind of
I think
opposite of that. I really wanted to know more about that stuff too.
same.
Yeah.
And I like Avatar Wong. I like how it all turned out to be. What I wasn't a fan of was the whole Vatu's Brava thing, where it was like, oh, there's evil and there's good. It's like, no, there's no. It's not just there's evil and there's good. There's gray. There's like people. It's like Zahir. Zahir, you could argue that he had like some valid like stances, but the way that he was employing that was just awful. Like,
Yeah.
one
That
of the
makes
things
sense.
that
I can see that.
one of the things that I do appreciate from Zahir is that he killed the queen that ate her bear. It is one of the things that she was a tyrannical queen, and he just went and created one of the most horrifying scenes with the most peaceful, quote unquote peaceful element, and it's sucking the air out of the queen.
That was that was a boss ass scene.
It's insane, man. Like it and the Red Lotus, like all four members are so cool. Like you get to see Magma for the first time.
Yeah.
You see someone with, a
The fact that
disabled
girl has
person
no arms, but she's bending with water.
exactly. She's like,
So cool,
this
dude.
ain't gonna stop me. This ain't gonna stop me. And then you had Combustion Woman, that was even more dangerous than Boom Boom. Whatever the.
Yeah, that kill was brutal, man.
It's brutal, bro. It's like blow your head off. It's like what the fuck is going
Yo,
on,
what a way to use metal bending.
dude?
So wild.
And that's another thing. Korra is the first metal bending master, because not even Toph reached that status.
Like you mean metal bending Avatar?
No, she like became a metal bending like truly like adept at it. Like she was a master at metal bending.
I would say Toph was a metal bending match. She goddamn created it.
No, she created it, but I mean, what's it called?
Which he's saying like Korra's like still like really like efficient. Like like
Korra,
she can teach other people it.
Yeah, no, Korra got to the point where she could extract the metal from within her. Like she became so in touch with it that she like obviously it wasn't Top. If Top was still like gave a shit, she would she would definitely like be without a doubt a beast, and she can still be. I do believe Top can still fold Korra, but in terms
For sure she did multiple times.
of course,
Yeah.
but like in terms of
she folded Kuvira as well, right?
absolutely, dude. The only reason
I just don't know. I just don't know the point you're trying to make, man.
to the point of Korra, how she basically became the first of her generation by learning that and severing the Avatar lineage, because now she's the first Avatar. Because she severed her connection with Aang, and now this starts the new cycle, which I think like a lot of people discredit her as like, oh, like Macho's like, oh, or the double standard. Oh no, like take it. Like what's wrong with you? Like throw some punches. Why are you being so weak? Why are you getting your ass folded? It's like no, she's, for God's sake, we didn't have these expectations of Aang when we should have, because he had 6 months to master all elements, and he was what 12. But no, let's go easy on him. It's like I see a double standard for sure, but
Yeah, and again, obviously, I have like my issues with Korra and like I don't know. There was I would have loved like even more of like the villain stuff, just like to flesh out some of their ideals and motivations and things like that. But yeah, you kind of take in the context of like them really only having like what 12 to 14 episodes to do these seasons. And it's like, man, I feel like they did like the best with like what they had.
yeah.
But regardless, like I still it's still like I don't know, people just like completely like discredit it and like act like it's just something that never happened. But I'm like, I think Korra is still like it's a worthy sequel.
Oh, absolutely. And
Um,
in many things it surpasses Last Avenger, but in other things it doesn't, and that's okay.
yeah, for sure. Like for me, like animation and villain wise, it without a doubt surpasses it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um,
So I guess like before we move on or end the podcast, what's everyone's favorite fight from Korra?
Great question.
I guess I'll go first and say I'll give you two. Mine is Kuvira versus Sue Lin in episode 10 of book 4. So if you guys remember, it's that it's that one fight. It's Operation Beifong, that episode, but it's that one specific fight where Sue, like, she rips out a chunk of like metal and she has like her back turned to it and she like puts it on as like armor. I don't know if you
Yeah, no,
guys,
that part's
yeah,
badass.
right, yeah. So that fight, it's a pretty short fight, but it's so sick, dude. Um, so yeah, that fight is one of my favorites, and then lastly, the final Kuvira versus Korra fight. I just love the music specifically that plays during that fight is so cool. It's so cool. But also just I love how like claustrophobic it is because it's like inside the head of the giant mech or whatever. And by the way, I hate that they ended off that the like the ending villain was like a major mech. I hate that they took that route with it, but whatever. But yeah, I love how claustrophobic it is that it's inside of there, and I love how like Kuvira, she has like the 3 like platinum orbs or whatever that's like behind her, and her just like shooting like multiple projectiles at Korra, her literally like dragging Korra like at the top of the like roof or whatever, and then that moment where like it's like slow motion. They're both like coming at each other, and I think like Korra's about to punch her, and then Kuvira comes up and like slams her with like a piece of metal at the same time, and they both go flying in different directions. Like, yeah, it's a really cool final fight between those two. And I love how it also resolved itself with Korra learning to be like a little bit more compassionate towards her enemies. Um, but yeah, those are my two standouts. What about you guys?
Go ahead, Macho.
What was it for your favorite fights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so excuse me. So I mentioned one before, and that was Tenzin versus Ahir. I think
So
that
here.
that fight is just two master airbenders just going at it with two different philosophies at life and teachings and basically their entire direction of their characters. It really felt like a battle of wits and just overall. There's a little bit of flair in there where Zahir is doing like his break dancing moves, and then and then Tenzin going all Matrix on us with his backwards lunge and then just shooting out a pocket of air and pushing Zahir off a building. And then it all came together for Zahir when like his buddies came in and they all jumped Tenzin. So, but that entire fight I thought was just like that was the music was going ahead again. It had so much Obi-Wan versus Anakin / Darth Vader vibes going there because of just the climactic feature of it all. Excuse me. But the other one I had in mind, I had a couple, but I think the one that sticks out the most is Avatar 1 versus Vatu.
Yeah,
Again,
that's
the music just kicks in, man. Just the whole Avatar theme when you eventually see Avatar 1 just get in his element. He's like, yeah, I'm about to control this. I'm about to beat this guy's ass.
when Rava's like, we are bonded forever, like that
Yeah.
chills every time.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. It's so good. It's oh man, it makes me want to rewatch the series now. Just to really get involved in all those moments because they're so great.
Yeah.
I think one I'll just mention too, kind of off the cuff, is when Bolin. I think it was the first time Bolin actually lava bend for the first time against the two other Red Lotus members. It was him and Mako versus the other lava bender and I think the water bender, if I want to say, where
I'm looking up their names.
Minghua.
Gasan and Minghua.
yeah, where I think she like had like a web of waters or whatever, and then that's when Mako actually uses lightning bending to take her out.
Yeah.
And then
Su-
and Bolin, that's when Bolin actually uses lava bending against the other guy. So
Super underrated fight is since you brought that up is I forgot what Aang's daughter's name is, Kaya or something like that.
yeah, I think
Um,
so.
her versus Minghua in the air temple.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah.
sick. So good. Yeah.
I,
Just wanted to bring that up.
One of the fights that I always, because of specific scene of that, I want to like highlight a specific move, even if you like already went over it, Soul, is when Zhu has her medal in front of her when fighting Kuvira, and she turns around and she hits her arms on the metal and creates two gauntlets with them. She's so graceful, which is so interesting to see Sue and Lin being so different, yet be so skillful in their own way.
Yeah, that's a really cool fight too.
Which ties into Lin versus Zhu and how it really wasn't even a fight. It was just like, we're just sparring. We can hang for a good while if we keep fighting, but there was no clear winner. They were just like old wounds, basically like healing between them two. That fight really stands out to me. And I think whenever Korra was fighting, oh my god, he had batons in the first season. It was the right hand man of Amon. There's a
I know what you're talking about, but I forgot his name.
Yeah,
too.
and I think it's in the competition. I think when they're playing, when she's competing in the bending competition, they break into the tournament and lights go off and she's like fighting with the lieutenant. That's a really cool fight scene. But it gotta be real, man. Like, my favorite fight scene still has to be not Tencent versus Zahir, Tencent versus the Red Lotus, because he hands with all of them.
Oh, yeah.
He's fighting like
That's what it turns into, yeah.
Bro, they're like, no, we gotta help this man. We gotta help Zahir, because let's be real, man. Tencent is a prodigy. This man is a true airbending master, which he might be also my favorite character. Aside from Korra, he's my favorite character in the show. He's so important, and he is the only thing that reminds me of him, of Aang. Oh, Aang.
Yeah.
Why did you leave us, Aang?
He is. Like you say, he is a prodigy. He really is. He really is like kind of like the chosen one of airbenders for sure.
Absolutely, and highlight. let me to the point of underrated moments. Let's talk about I forgot his name, but he's basically the general of the Fire Nation fleet. I think
you're talking about Zuko's like grandson or something?
Like grandson, yeah. Which I forgot his name, but he's in like one of these fighter planes. And
wasn't he Iroh? Wasn't he like General
Iroh? Yeah, General Iroh.
Yeah, he was named after the uncle.
Uncle, and he falls from the airplane and he starts like boosting through the air, attacking other planes.
Dude, that was sick. Yeah.
Oh man, I want to rewatch that show now too. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, man.
Shout out to Kai too, the one who had like the crush on Tenzo's daughter,
Jinora.
Yeah. He was cool. He had a couple of cool moments in season 4.
And shout out to Jinora for being a spirit realm master. She is tune with the spirit realm. That's such a cool arc that they had with her as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Milo with his fart bending.
Dude, that's still funny to this day. I don't care, man.
Hey, he's a problem. He can fight.
Dude, when Team Avatar has like all their hands together, ready to like go on that crazy mission, season 1 or whatever, and he comes out of nowhere, just farts on all their hands. He's like, "What's going on?"
Dude, oh man, that's such a good show. But yeah, man, I wonder what Avatar Studios is gonna do now. Now that they form.
God, I hope they throw away the live action thing. I don't want to see that.
Hey man, I don't even know if you know what I want to see. I want to see a continuation to the Last Airbender movie because it's the best movie ever, the live action movie.
Oh god.
All right.
What they call him Ong? Yeah. Okay.
Ong and Sokka, and yeah, man. Come on, you know you love it, so you love that movie. You told me in secret. I have your DMs. Like you're like, man, I have a poster of M. Shyamalan in my
It's just hanging over his bed.
I'm gonna need you to produce those receipts quickly.
Is that a challenge I hear?
Hey man, he just got a fresh new mic. You see how clean he sounds? I believe him more than you right now.
All right. Yeah, with whose money, huh?
Retreat.
But yeah, man. So yeah, that's gonna do it for Core. Happy anniversary, man. Which is insane, man. That's been 10 years.
That's crazy. I'm old.
Wild.
We're old guys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's due for a rewatch. I'll tell you right now.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, that is pretty much going to do it for this week's episode of the DualShock and Sense podcast.
Part 2.
Yeah, part 2. So yeah, we're gonna get started with these outros. Before we do get out of here, once again, want to remind everyone to go ahead and like the podcast and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate that. And yeah, what's Macho? What do you got going on this week?
Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky, and Final Fantasy 14. Hopefully, I'm just really on the mend. Just trying to really kind of rest my voice and just rest for the entire day. So. Not gonna be playing Bloodborne because it's starting to get stressful, and
yeah, so you died.
yeah, I beat Rom, at least.
Nice.
And I got to the Forbidden Village, whatever it is.
The woods.
Not the woods. No. It's like Ulgal or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yahar Ghul?
Something like that. Whatever it is, I don't know. I got far in this game. That's all I know. And I beat Rob. So I'm not gonna be playing it for the rest of the day because yeah, it's starting to get pretty stressful and I'm in a dark place and yeah, well, just go do your thing.
Oh man.
I'm browsing the stores and everything because I'm trying to jot my memory to see what's new and whatnot. And for this weekend, I'll be playing more of Triangle Strategy for sure. Getting more deep into that. I'm really appreciating that story, and I might be copying some Bloodborne comics. Maybe tomorrow I might order the first one.
Nice. If you actually sign up for Kindle Unlimited, you can get the first volume for free.
Oh, sweet. Then I have an Amazon Kindle, so I'll probably check that there as well. But
yeah, that's what I did. I downloaded it yesterday so I could read it during the weekend.
Oh, sweet. Aside from that, man, what else, man? More Tiny Tina. That's gonna be like my game for a good while on the side. You know, doing a few missions here and there, getting through the story, and hopefully this next week, I go back into the groove with Horizon Forbidden West. Because Jay already got me pumped for that, and I want to experience some greatness. Because where's the greatness? PlayStation. Greatness awaits. All right, y'all.
Greatness is here.
Greatness is already here, my boy.
We got the walking advertisement in full effect, man.
And by the way, speaking of advertisements, what's that MMO you're playing, Macho?
I actually have the mug right in front of me. I do say it. Yeah, guys, the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy 14 with expanded free trial, which you can play through the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heaven's Word expansion, plus the extra patches for that too. So
I don't know, man. I don't think that advertisement hit as strong as it used to. You're kind of slurring your words a little bit.
That's exactly because I'm trying to listen. I'm sucking on this cough drop. I'm trying to get my voice better, and things are not going that well right now.
Hey, yo.
But yeah, no restrictions on playtime. So go and play Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn.
All right, man.
You're welcome.
Well, did you already go?
Yeah, I did.
All right, man. You let me confused, man. Why'd you call on him to do that?
No, because it's an advertisement, and I wanted to spite you.
Asshole. Oh man, we got through at least like a few weeks without having to hear that bullshit. Macho, did you already go or no?
Yeah, I did. You okay?
Oh,
are you eating or something? What's going on?
Where you still play? I saw you playing as Catwoman. Stop looking.
My allergies hit me like a truck while doing this podcast.
Oh man.
I want to go back to bed. It's about that time, man. I hit my quota.
Quick, call it.
Yeah, I'm about to clock out, man. Yeah, for me, more Forbidden West. Like I said earlier, it really feels like it's starting to click for me. So yeah, I'm excited to get back into it.
Go for it. And
Yeah,
talk about it on Twitter, because apparently not a lot of people are talking about it. So go for
Yeah,
it.
man, I don't care.
There you go. That's my boy. That's my boy. It's unexpected from you.
I fought I forgot what they're called.
What's that?
The Claw Striders, I think. The Velociraptor
Yes.
type machines. They're so cool, man. I love the sounds that they make
Yeah.
as well. So like last night I was fighting them because I went to like one of the areas that they kind of like stalk around in, and like it's so fun like figuring out like where their weak points are, because I killed like at least like 6 of them without like reliably knowing like, okay, like where are their weak spots. And then like it took like literally after killing about 6 of them until I realized, oh, aim for the tail, that's like one of their like biggest weak spots.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
That made like all the difference. So yeah, it's really cool. Kind of doing that like trial and error kind of thing with each machine that you run into, just trying to find like the weak spots for various machines. Because like theoretically, yeah, you can just shoot like arrow after arrow after arrow to like wherever you want, and eventually, sure, you'll kill them, but it'll take forever. So yeah, I definitely like that. But yeah, aside from Forbidden West, not much else. I mean, we've been saying this for like I feel like the last like 3 or 4 podcasts that we're in a bit of a lull period. So yeah, man, I'm really curious like where like I feel like I need E3, or at least that summer of showcases and whatnot to roll around, man, because I need to know like what's on the horizon, like what's coming out.
You already know, man. We got Forspoken coming out. We got.
Oh yeah. But actually, and I'm not even kidding when I say this, but I actually think I kind of want to. Well, on top of Elden Ring, because god damn it, I still have to get through that.
Yeah, man.
But I actually do kind of want to pick up Gran Turismo 7. I know I told you guys this like a few weeks back, but like how relaxing I found it, just like watching people stream it. And I don't know, man. Like I'm not a racing guy like in the slightest, but like I actually do kind of want to like play it a little bit.
You got the spring sale going on, so look to see what's on there, because you got a lot of games on sale.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I doubt they would put it on there that fast, but who knows. But yeah, man, that's going to do it for the podcast. God damn, dude, I heard this game. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us this week. We'll catch you guys next week for episode 57. Hopefully something happens, that acquisition that Greg Miller was talking about, or that PSVR 2 event that he was talking about. Maybe, man, Macho, maybe next week is the time that it's finally gonna happen,
I mean, we should be getting some Final Fantasy 16 news soon, so.
Oh yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah, like tomorrow.
All right, man.
Tomorrow's Sunday, so you know I'm probably right.
All right, I wouldn't get your hopes up. But yeah, we'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.